We're apple picking, and we're gonna make stuff out of apples. So far, we have 3. We're at the orchard. Don't know what kind to pick. These don't look legit. We're not ready. I have to get my social media shots like Emily in Paris. Alright, it's Sunday morning in my house. I'm in my workout gear. I just had a fresh cup of coffee, and now I'm ready to bake with my apples. I have way more apples than I need, of course, because I've never gone apple picking before, so I didn't realize I would have this many. So I'm gonna make a few things. My first time making apple butter, and my first time making an apple galette. I have truly no idea what either one of those things are. I've never made it before. Let's see how it goes, but my family members in my home have asked for it, so here we go. I struggle with making the dough the most, and so I'm sure a lot of you will too. I've tried to make dough hundreds of times. I kind of have to pat it in this weird way and then just put it in the refrigerator and hope for a Hail Mary. Okay, I've gotten lots of questions showing my friends this. I got this from my mom for Christmas. I don't really know actually what you call it, but I'm sure you can find it on the internet. It slices apples like this. I cut my finger doing exactly that right there. But in the end, I didn't spend all day doing it. I'm not sure if this is an actual technique, but you can just sort of like beat the dough. I've seen a lot of people on like Pinterest and the internet making this a lot prettier, but that's honey. Just drizzle it all over. Just a side note, I would maybe not put as many apples at the top as I did because I burnt them at the top. I thought it was a cool rustic look, but maybe if you don't want to eat burnt apple pie, don't do that. thought this was pretty cool and artsy at the top. The people in my household did not agree. Okay, this is probably where I did not succeed the most. I thought it was cool, like a little pot pie, but I think it's supposed to be more flat than this. Alright, the apple butter. If you're going to be making the apple butter, set aside an entire day. In between making this apple butter, I took a nap, took a walk, had lunch, read a book, and watched a movie before this apple butter was done. Okay, full disclosure, as you watch my YouTubes, there's like a lot of fancy technological things, and that's because I share a home with someone who's really into cooking. This is an Instapot, which I've seen on my family's Instagram. I ordered it on the internet. I have never technically used it. You're watching me use it for the very first time, and this is also a potato masher, which I have never used in my entire life. Dropping it into the crock pot, which I have also never used in my entire life. I thought we were done at this point. Turns out we're not. 60 minutes later. Boom. Bam. A little burnt at the top, but still beautiful. 5 whole hours later. You're not seeing me this time behind the scenes because I am in my pajamas. I'm also not wearing pants. I finished this apple butter, threw that little stirrer thing down, and went back to bed. If you look at the top right of the screen, you can see Stella, who's constantly running around trying to get a bite of something. Look at that set decoration that I put together. I even gave you the fork and the knife. You're welcome. I didn't eat that. That was someone else in my household. And this concludes another episode of Brandon at Home, a series where I come together in my kitchen using a bunch of things that I have no idea about to make a bunch of things that I've never heard of. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment to let me know what you want to see next.